Welcome to EDC Journeys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't, give it a thumbs down. I'm just noticing that the Spydiechef sits in just the perfect place where my phone can fit in my pocket and not touch it whatsoever, at least in these big pocket jeans. Just thought I'd tell you that. Last night, I think on Instagram, maybe on YouTube, I can't remember, maybe both, I washed this knife, like literally washed it in the sink. And then I dried it with a towel, and I put it in front of a big fan blower that I just coincidentally have going in one of the rooms that we're moving through. And that was just to dry, make sure the internals were dry and I didn't have to take it apart. I could rely on how dry, it was blowing so hard. I'm confident it dried. I then used the oiling system I use from when I was working at the clock shop, which the secret was we used Mobile 1. I have no idea if that's a terrible thing, but that's what we used. When we filled, I have a little syringe of oiler that I use. I'll show you another time. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I have. I upgraded it and went to a bigger one because I didn't see why you not carry a bigger one, but it used to be a smaller one when I worked there. But this was the needle thing that he made. I think it's just two different types of needles epoxied together and then bent or something, but he made that somehow. And I just have I've kept the tip and I use the syringe. And like I said, I just put it on a new tube, so that's what I do. When I want to oil something, I'm trying to do this behind the camera. All I do is, if I'm taking it apart, I do it obviously a very different way. But if I'm on the fly or whatever, I find my closest access point to the pivot, to where the washers are, there, on the Spyderco Para 3. And there. The only problem with this is that even after you stop pushing, it still drips. So I try to use the drips on everything I can, and then I'm done. I was looking for the detent, and I just out of habit was looking for it on the liner lock side, and this is not that way. But I think that's enough oil. Anyways, I do have a bad habit of over-oiling. But I do have a good habit of keeping it wiped up and clean. So I'm just showing you basically how I oil my knives on the fly. If I'm taking it apart and doing it officially, then obviously I do it exactly in between the washers or the bearings or whatever. This is why we're here. I'm outside. Not back outside. I wasn't ever out here for you, although I was before. So I am back outside. This is actually what I intended on doing. I'm ready to treat this like a user. So I'm just being a normal guy, testing out to see how sharp it is. And I love it. Never cut towards yourself, and be careful with sharp objects. I don't know what kind of liability things I have to be careful of, but... Oops. So it's not I don't know. This is really, really stiff cardboard, just so you know, it's one of those, I don't know. I know there's all different kinds of cardboard, but this one's super stiff. So if that makes any difference as to the performance, I'm not sure. It does feel stiffer than a typical piece of cardboard. So I'm trying to give it excuses. And look at, oh my god, I think I did maybe over oil that Para 3. Oh boy, that's beautiful. Actually, I have no idea what that will do. I am now rubbing oil all over an already smooth scaled knife that I am using in a cutting demonstration. And Kiki's here. She has turned into the official co-star, I guess, of the show. I've been playing with Rick's knives. Not playing like this, but just literally fidgeting with them, enjoying them. They're beautiful. That Freeman is one tool, I'll tell you. But those are knives that I wouldn't even do this with, honestly. I mean, I did cut cardboard just to test it, but that's all I really had to do. With this one, I really want it to be my user, so that's why I'm kind of focusing heavily on it right now. It's just, yeah, I've got some oil going on here. Okay, may have overdone the oil, but that's okay. I'll wipe it all up. Do any of you do anything on the scales of like, do I just leave this untreated, or do I actually put some kind of oil on the scales? That's another question I have. So it's like, oh god, I gotta pick all those little things up. Due to being stupid, EDC Journeys has just discovered an upgrade for its cut test locations. This is my recycling bin, and as I cut cardboard, the cardboard will go into the recycling bin instead of on the ground where I have to pick it up after. So we have made a giant leap forward in the progress of an EDC channel's journey. Okay, so this is that flimsy cardboard, the one you want to use when you really want to get a good, smooth, clean cut through cardboard and feel like you did good, but you really kind of know it's just heavy-duty paper, but it's still really kind of cardboard. That stuff. Of course, it cuts it really nice, of course. This is the stuff from like a seltzer water bottle, or not bottle, but pack of cans. It actually literally is. So, it's hard to get a good, there we go. Oh man, it really does cut through nice. That landed outside the recycle bin, which defeats the purpose of the location. Okay, so it's kind of, I feel better when I'm push cutting. I feel better putting my, oh yeah, with my thumb up there, it's way better. Let me try, I'm just playing around, guys. Literally, again, if you haven't learned by now, I just like knives. This is an extremely lubricated Spydiechef, and I'm cutting easy to cut cardboard over my recycle bin to demonstrate how impressed I am with the knife and how much I love it by using it, and just how much I enjoy using it, that I want to sit here and cut with it. I am having fun. I feel like this is pizza box is definitely thick. Oh god, I'm gonna open, there's gonna be like a rat. Nope. Oh god. It's gonna be thick cardboard, right? Thick, good cardboard. Oh my god. That was so good. That was so easy. I'm really liking LC200N. Like, I haven't touched it yet. I'm really just gonna cut with it until I notice a difference, and visual documentation of some of my progress as I go here. That's how I'm just kind of bringing you guys along my journey. I'm just showing you simple little things once in a while when I feel inspired to do it. Ooh, I feel a little tiny burr. And again, this has kind of got a sheen of oil on it right now because I keep rubbing that oil all over it. I've really got to wipe it down good, but I'm very curious to see how the titanium kind of wears as I start to use this the way that I want to use this. I'm kind of going to video document throughout my other videos the Spydiechef particularly because it's so important to me. So maybe this is like the start of something where I continue on this one knife. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. Okay, what I'm trying to say before I forget, I'm going to continue to kind of vlog the life of the knife, I guess, is one thing that I'm doing. I really have no idea what I'm doing here, besides sharing my love of knives with people. And so I'm just kind of creating purposes. And one of those things that I really am interested in is how this wears. And if anyone else is also, oh, you could see my fingerprints just from all that oil. I really got, okay, I gotta wipe it down. I'm way too OCD about that. If anyone else is interested in how it wears, just by actually keeping it in your pocket, letting it do its thing as if it was going to be what you want to use it for, that's going to be part of what I record for this particular knife. There's going to be many other videos reviewing other knives, but that's something this is a continuing knife. Oh God, I just dropped the damn rag on the snow. Okay. So that's going to be, my point is that you're going to see the Spydiechef recurring. Why? Because I want to come up with any reason I can to pull this out and put it on in front of the camera and show it off. Because I love it. I know there's knives that are better. I know this is technically not every person's Excalibur, as Metal Complex would say, I guess. But actually, I did think of Excalibur. I'm sure he thought of it way before me because he's been at this way longer. But when I did a picture of, I think it was the PMP user with the sunlight hitting it, I thought it looked like Excalibur trying to pull Excalibur. Isn't that kind of what Excalibur got pulled out to the rock or something? Yeah, right? Had to be the king, whatever. Anyways, I'm interested in knowing how this wears and if it's going to look ugly or if it's going to look better truly. You hear both on reviews, how some people like the way it looks when it's all mangled, and some people hate it. Some people like, it really does look good. Sometimes it doesn't. So I'm gonna really video kind of document the progress on this, on how this works. The edge, the sharpening, the body, the build. I don't know. I'm just coming up with words, really. Everything. I'm going to show you how it looks as I use it. So here and there, sporadically. Right now, often, because I'm in love with it. But sporadically, sprinkled in between my videos, I'm going to keep showing you this. Boy, I'm trying to think. I'm realizing my daughter has that virtual schooling right now. And so 3 days a week out of the 5 days, she's home doing virtual school. She's 10. So I basically have to be here. But I'm just trying to think of different jobs that I could start looking for now again, finally, that I'm back to good health, mentally and physically, coming back together a little bit here. I guess I could do weekends, because that's when she marries with her mom. Weekends and the days she does school. I wonder if there's any places around here that would be interested in that. But I want a place that I get to use my Spydiechef somehow, but I don't want to work too hard. Oh God, I'm kidding. I love hard work. Nothing better than a day of hard work. That's not true. That's not true at all. There's things way better than a day of hard work, honestly. I don't know why I said that. But it does feel good when you do have those days. But there are things better. I'm just saying. Anyways, I don't know. Kiki is right here. Kiki is my cat. My battery is going, so I am going to let you go. Just wanted to let you know what my thoughts were about doing that sprinkle video updates of this knife as it wears, as I carry it, because now that I've designated it as usable, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in my pocket like I would a knife to use, and I'm going to video kind of every once in a while, show you how it looks and when it gets dull, and if that helps you with this particular knife, or maybe this steel, or maybe just you're curious about titanium handles, or You know, in other words, it doesn't have to be about the Spydiechef particularly, but it could be about the Spydiechef, and this is a beautiful black backdrop for this launch of a series, huh? Um, oh my god. That's what I'm gonna do. So, look for those videos that will star this knife. And yes, this is clearly my baby right now, my flavor of the month. Um, hopefully, hopefully it stays, because it stays my favorite. Like, I really enjoy this knife a lot. I really do. But I'm always on the lookout. What about the whole Mobile One thing? I mean, was he smart in using that? Was that the secret that, you know, does that work for this, for Pivot Lube? Was the clock master or whatever that was teaching me about you know, and I that's what he taught me, was that's what he used for lubrication on small clock movements and stuff. And so that's what I've done forever. But what about that? I know there's special Pivot Lube, but is Mobile One damaging? Is it good for it? Is it really some brilliant idea he had, or is it not good for it? Let me know down below. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching EDC Journeys. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing. Have a good day.